Georgia Department of Agriculture had called us for a different reason. We went to see something about a roof, and we noticed the cracks, and that was dangerous.
It probably would have collapsed the building, and a lot of lives would have been in jeopardy.
During a roof inspection at the Atlanta Produce Terminal and Market, the largest of 9 state-owned farmers markets, a project manager from Place Services Incorporated flagged failing concrete block in a critical load-bearing wall. The project manager alerted officials from the Georgia Department of Agriculture, who promptly ordered an investigation and an engineer's report to determine the root cause and the extent of the damage.
We took a look at everything and decided, we need to get some shoring up here until we can really determine what the problem is.
They learned the entire south wall of the building was past its useful life, and the safety of vendors, employees, and the public was at risk. Knowing they must act quickly, department leaders turned to the Georgia Department of Administrative Services Job Order Contracting Program to repair the damage with minimal disruption to everyday operations.
There were a lot of unknowns, and so it required some investigation that traditional design bid build would not have been a good fit for.
We worked with Paul closely. He was very instrumental in working with us and our engineer to come up with the best design, and also something that would be done in the amount of time that we wanted and within the cost.
George with Place Services reached out to me to discuss the project, and he let me know he'd actually gotten my contact from Josh Lloyd, who was the engineer on the project, because he had been working on the design, been working hand in hand with George, and said, hey, this is kind of a unique project, it's a unique situation.
Georgia Department of Agriculture helped us with making arrangements with the tenants of the building, so we did not disrupt their business.
So we had to make sure everyone else was safe. We had to control like dust and try to keep the noise down to a minimum. The team was great.
There's always a little bit of heartburn when you have an issue like this, but at the end of the day, once we identified, yes, this is the problem, here's the solution, we got rolling and everybody was on board. It was a really good project.
I set up some shore. They call it mega shores to really support the beam as we was taking all the top of the wall out and the blocks and supporting the whole roof structure. From that point, we had to start doing a lot of demoing of the concrete, getting behind the rebars, taking a lot of block out. I was pretty much involved in all the concrete and structural repair.
In general, looking at construction projects, you know that there's a ton of folks involved, a ton of moving parts. This one took that times 10, I would say. The collaboration from start to finish, I think, really set this project apart.
We had a bunch of different people with different strengths, brought different perspectives, and different skill sets.
Everybody, they would really get involved in it. Paul would actually climb up the scaffolding and everything, riding the lift with us. He got to see every point of the work being done from start to finish.
The collaboration between Georgia Department of Agriculture and us as a general contractor, we are fortunate to be able to attract very good subcontractors and engineers, and it led to a very quick and successful project.
The team was able to execute without missing a step.
Thankful that I had the opportunity to work on it. It was a really cool project.
It's one of the best projects I've been on.
Work wrapped approximately 4 months after it began, with an all-in cost around $400,000. With the wall reinforced and restored, the Georgia Department of Agriculture no longer has to worry about the safety of nearly 100 people who occupy Building J every day. Given the extraordinary circumstances involved, the collaborative efforts of the team, and the project's benefits to the community, this project earned Gordian's 2022 Award of Merit in Job Order Contracting. To see how Gordian's Job Order Contracting can help you accelerate the projects that matter most to your community, visit our dedicated landing page.